You slather sunscreen on yourself and your family every single day, thinking that you're doing the best possible thing for your health. You trust it to protect you. But what if that daily ritual involves a hidden cost? What if that lotion is silently messing with your hormones and, according to a growing pile of research, potentially doing more harm than good? For years, the story has been simple: the sun is the villain, and sunscreen is our trusty shield. But that story is starting to change. New research is pulling back the curtain on the chemicals we are putting on our skin every day. As a functional medicine expert, my job is to look at the whole picture of health. And believe me, what the science is now telling us about sunscreen is a story you need to hear. It's a lot more complicated and, frankly, more concerning than you have ever been led to believe. For decades, the message has been drilled into us: wear sunscreen to prevent skin cancer. It's a message rooted in fear, and it's sold a lot of sunscreens. But in our rush to block the sun, we've forgotten to ask a really important question: what are we blocking it with? For most products on the shelf, the answer is a cocktail of chemical filters. We are talking about ingredients with these complicated names. These aren't natural minerals that sit on top of your skin like a physical barrier. No, these are chemicals designed to be absorbed into your skin. They act like a sponge, soaking up UV radiation and turning it into heat. And that word absorbed is where things get sticky. Your skin isn't a wall, it's your largest organ. And what you put on it can and often does wind up inside your body. This got the attention of the US FDA and they decided to investigate. In a major study in 2019 and an even bigger follow up in 2020, the FDA looked at these common chemical sunscreen ingredients. They had healthy volunteers use sunscreen just like the instructions on the bottle say, and what they found was shocking. The 2020 study confirmed that these active ingredients were all systemically absorbed into the participants' blood, and not just in tiny amounts. Only after one application, the levels of these chemicals in the blood shot past the safety threshold set by the FDA. Even more worrying, some of these chemicals like homosalate and oxybenzone were still floating in people's blood up to 21 days after they last used the sunscreen. Now, to be clear, the FDA stated that absorption doesn't automatically mean something is unsafe, but it does mean we need to be asking a lot more questions. It means the industry needs to prove these ingredients are safe for chronic daily use. This brings us to where the FDA stands now. They reviewed the active ingredients used in sunscreens. Out of all of them, only two were given the green light as generally recognized as safe and effective, also known as GRACE. Those two were the mineral filters, zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. For 12 others, including all those chemical filters I just mentioned, the FDA said there simply wasn't enough data to call them safe. They haven't been proven unsafe, but they definitely haven't been proven safe for long term use, even though we slather them on ourselves and our kids every single day. So we know these chemicals are getting into our bodies. The next logical question is, what are they doing in there? This is where we need to talk about something called endocrine disruption. Endocrine disruptors are chemicals that mimic, block, or interfere with our hormones. Your endocrine system is like your body's master communication network. Hormones like estrogen, testosterone, and thyroid hormone are the messengers controlling everything from your metabolism and growth to your mood and fertility. Now imagine a foreign chemical getting in there and scrambling all these messages. That's what we call hormonal chaos, ultimately affecting fertility in men, women, menstrual health of women, and thyroid functioning as well. Even more concerning, these chemicals have been detected in breast milk, meaning they can pass from the mother to the child, potentially increasing long term health risks both for the mother and the baby. If this is making you rethink what's in your bathroom cabinet, I'd be so grateful if you'd subscribe to my channel. Because my whole goal is to look at health topics with a critical, empowering lens, to give you the knowledge you need. I know all of this sounds pretty alarming, and the last thing I want is for you to leave here feeling afraid of the sun. The sun is not the enemy. It's vital for life, for our mood, and for making vitamin D, which is critical for immunity and skin health. The goal is never to hide from the sun, but to learn how to live with it intelligently. The problem isn't the sun itself. It's the toxic chemical filled sunscreen we've been told is our only option. So, what are the safe and effective alternatives, you may ask? This is where we get to shift from the problem to the solution. And the good news is you have powerful, safe options. First, let's talk about a better sunscreen. Remember how the FDA gave only two ingredients a clean bill of health? Those were zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. They are known as mineral or physical sunscreens. Unlike the chemical filters that get absorbed, these minerals are made of tiny particles that sit right on top of your skin, forming a physical barrier that reflects and scatters UV rays away from the body. Because they aren't designed to be absorbed, they don't carry the same risk of getting into the bloodstream and causing hormonal chaos. This makes them the clear winner from an integrative health perspective, especially for kids, pregnant women, or anyone with sensitive skin. When you're shopping for a mineral sunscreen, look for non nano on the label. This just means the particles are larger and less likely to pose any unknown risks. Also, always make sure it says broad spectrum to protect against both UVA and UVB rays and has an SPF of 30 or higher. But this is where an integrative approach gets really exciting. True sun protection isn't about what you slather on your skin. It's about building your skin's resilience from the inside out. You can literally eat your sunscreen. By that, what I mean is a diet loaded with specific nutrients that can boost your skin's natural defenses and help it handle the sun rays more gracefully. The magic word here is antioxidants. When UV light hits your skin, it creates free radicals, unstable molecules that damage your cells, leading to aging and skin cancer. Antioxidants are the superheroes that swoop in and neutralize those free radicals. So, where do you find them? Just think about eating the rainbow. Brightly colored fruits and veggies are bursting with photoprotective compounds. Lycopene, the compound that makes tomatoes and watermelon red, has been shown in studies to reduce skin redness from UV exposure when you eat it regularly. Beta carotene found in carrots, sweet potatoes, and leafy greens converts to vitamin A in your body and is crucial for skin repair. Polyphenols, a powerhouse class of antioxidants in things like green tea and berries, can help lower inflammation and help skin cells bounce back after sun exposure. And of course, don't forget vitamin C from berries and citrus and vitamin E from nuts and seeds. These are classic antioxidants that work together to support your skin's health. Another huge piece of the puzzle is omega 3 fatty acids. You will find these in flax seeds, chia seeds, walnuts. Omega 3s are amazing anti inflammatories. Studies show that they can calm the skin's inflammatory reaction to the sun, meaning you're less likely to get red and irritated. This integrative strategy is also about your lifestyle. It's about being sun smart. That means avoiding long stretches of direct sun during peak hours, usually between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. It means using protective clothing. A wide brimmed hat, sunglasses, and a lightweight, long sleeved shirt are simple, effective, and totally chemical free. You can even find clothing with a UPF or ultraviolet protection factor rating. Careful exposure by letting your skin get short, gentle bits of sun during the non peak hours helps your body produce that essential vitamin D and can help your skin adapt and become more resilient over time without the shock of intense sun that leads to burns. So let's put this all together. The blind trust many of us have placed in chemical sunscreens is being seriously challenged by science. We now know that common ingredients like oxybenzene, homosalate are absorbed into our bodies, hang around in our bloodstream, and are linked to hormone disruption. But this knowledge isn't a reason to be afraid. it's a reason to get empowered. The answer isn't to lock yourself in a dark room. The answer is to upgrade your sun protection strategy. The goal is to shift your mindset from fearing the sun to respecting its power. When you combine a safe physical barrier on the outside with a strong antioxidant rich body on the inside, you can protect your skin and your health for the long haul without soaking yourself in a cocktail of questionable chemicals. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and share this video with anyone who you think needs to hear it. And I'd love to know in the comments what's that one change you're inspired to make to your sun routine. Stay curious and stay well. I'll see you in my next video.